data. We think that in 2024 there will be a change in the attack surface also, and especially there will be some more sophisticated attack pattern which may be happen. But especially we think like a customer data breach or that type of attack will increase a lot. So it's my personal opinion, because everybody interested on data, and they understand the value of data. So world is moving on data. So that is the gold things. So that will be, we assume that there will be more attack on data, so data breach can be happen more frequently. That's the one thing. And definitely new, what we cannot assume, what we cannot think even today, that type of attack may be coming, but we cannot really. But we have to prepare all sort of basic hygiene or cyber security hygiene, such that we can really tackle all the upcoming cyber threat and attack.
So, hi Abul, my name is Augustine. I'm the editor-in-chief of Cyble Express. So delighted to meet you. This segment is called the Security Pin. So happy that you're a part of this conversation. Can you let me know a little bit about yourself, your background, and how you are tryst with Eastern Bank?
Thank you, Agustin. Myself, Abul Kalabajat, Head of Information Security for Eastern Bank. Apart from that, I am the Secretary of ISACA Dhaka chapter. You might know about ISACA, who actually do IT audit, IT security and consulting activities, and develop the worldwide IT audit standard. So my background basically from cyber security, IT audit, and IT risk management. I have around 20 years of experience in this field, and I look forward more challenging works in that cyber security, especially privacy, forensic, and penetration testing. Thanks.
Thank you. So I think 2023 has been a very pivotal year, especially for the industry as such. I mean, there have been so many attacks on the globally, in fact, I think, and the financial sector is no exception as such. So what were the major trends in cybersecurity, cyber attacks that you witnessed over the course of this year? Now that we are already at the end phase.
Right, especially financial is more vulnerable to the cyber attack,
Right.
because attacker look for always financial gain, so they target the financial institute most, because they can get the cash from that organization. And last few years we saw lots of cyber attack in the financial sector, especially they try to hack customer account, then transfer money from one account to their intent recipient. That's why they try to manipulate financial transaction. One thing, and mostly nowadays they are trying to do some ransomware attack for hampering the service, make the system unavailable, and claim for ransom. So that type of attack is increasing lots over last few years. And obviously customer data breach is one of the major breach happening over last several years. We all know that ever big organization become bankrupt due to customer data loss. So that's type of attack is going on mostly.
Right. I think this was also a year where a lot of AI-based cybersecurity tools became a lot more obvious, a lot more rampant globally. In fact, I think threats around deepfakes, threats around phone crimes and things like that. Maybe my wife giving me a message, calling up, probably maybe somebody masquerading as my wife telling me that I immediately need to transfer, maybe 50,000 rupees to her account, and then that can probably be a malicious actor. So these are one of the new trends that was spoken about recently. So what are your thoughts on that? Because do you feel that we have only scratched the surface around AI, AI infused cyber attack, because deep fake and these kind of things are evolving at a very rapid scale right now.
Right. This type of tools really helpful, very much helpful. Like whatever cyber attack coming for traditional tools, traditional devices cannot really detect all of them. And
Right.
when we build AI technology into such tools, that give more detection mechanism and more accurate detection and timely detection. Like previously what happened, like there is some data breach, data goes to dark web, people even cannot notice. Now, with the help of AI, customer can detect more early. So if we can detect early, then we can take the measure as soon as we detect. So that's really help to prevent all the attack, mitigate. And definitely AI into that technology would definitely increase the detection rate, and it is reduce the false positive. That how it's helping to detect all the cyber attacks, especially data breach, and lots of nowadays lots of IDS, firewall, and SIM technology inbuilt the AI technology for their detection mechanism.
Okay, okay. So, what is your personal, thought on this? Do you think cyber attackers will benefit more from AI, or defense companies, or people who are in the who are defending organizations, they would benefit more from AI? Is there a balance right now?
It's totally depends on the situation, how people are using, like whether cyber security people using AI most effectively, or whether attacker are using most effectively. Who will use most effectively, they will be get more benefit. That is the simple thing, right? If we can utilize at our majority activity, then professional will get more benefit. But on the other hand, if you don't know how to utilize the AI effectively, then we are not going to get the benefit of the technology. But if attacker uh, try to use it more efficiently, effectively, then definitely they will get. So it's a technology. How we'll use it depends on us. Whether we'll use for good or bad, that's the totally depends on human. But definitely technology is awesome technology, and it's helpful for everybody. But depends on how we are using it.
Right, right. Okay, so this is also a year where we witnessed a lot of surge in companies, cybersecurity companies investing majorly in AI. In fact, Cyber is one of the example where Cyber Vision is leveraging a lot of AI in detecting and indexing a lot of cyber threats, tracking cyber threats and things like that. So now in the current state, where AI is there, the future is going to be AI. How has this thing changed from choosing the right cybersecurity tool? How do you right now choose? Is AI very important for security companies, or for financial institutions while they are choosing or investing in a cybersecurity product?
Yeah, we always think AI is helpful for everybody, right?
Right.
Like lots of technology we are using, like data breach detection, like SIEM, all the technology we are using AI, and we find a definite benefit for using that technology. Like we are getting more accurate result. We can detect the breach, or we can detect the attack more accurately and timely manner. So uh, it's increasing, and everybody is getting benefit from AI technology into cyber security. So cyber security itself, lots of technology involved, and when we bring AI into that technology, it can increase the efficiency, and increase the detection rate. So everybody is increasing. And nowadays, if you consider that lots of company are investing on AI, and especially cyber security company, they are
Right.
incorporating current AI technology into their traditional detection mechanism, like firewall, IDS, SIM. They are incorporating the AI technology into their traditional detection mechanism or prevention tool. So I hope that AI technology will gain more market in near future, and company is using or investing more on that AI technology in near future.
Got it. Got it. So in terms of threat intelligence and say darker monitoring, how do you think how important is it for financial institution to have visibility on that?
Threat intelligence is definitely very important things. Like everybody, especially financial, they need to know ahead of what type of attack is coming, where the potential attacker, who are the potential IOC. So
Right.
based on this knowledge, financial institute can take proper measure to protect or detect that type of thing. So that's really helpful, and especially I don't think helpful only, but it is mandatory for the financial institute to threat intelligence. And second thing is dark web. So that is the thing. If we can monitor this market properly, definitely we can get lots of information, whatever data goes to the market, and based on that information, company can take measures to protect that further breach or to protect something happen and never again and again. So these two component is really helpful and helps every financial organization to gain more confidence on their customer and protect their asset, definitely, especially customer data, and prevent lots of cyber attack.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Now just jump into the entire part because you are also with ISACA and the entire importance of cybersecurity compliance and auditing. So, given the sophistication of auditing, given and how compliant is of paramount importance. So how do you ensure, and what are the checklists that you have when it comes to ensuring that companies stay compliant?
Right, yeah. Especially for financial institute, we need to follow
Right.
lots of complex.
True.
Every financial institute, they have to follow either PCI DSS, ISO 27001, GDPR, HIPAA, and sometimes SOC also, right? It especially depends on the organization situation and organization business and where the organization look at it. Based on the geographic location and based on the business nature, they have to follow certain compliance. But the good thing is that if any organization like to maintain all the compliance, they need to identify what are the compliance they really follow and need to maintain. So based on the compliance, they need to make a certain criteria what they have to do, like weekly whatever compliance they have to do. They need to make some checklist what compliance they have to follow monthly, quarterly, and yearly. That's why they can make this checklist and they can involve dedicated team to maintain all the compliance activity as per their schedule. So that's why it can be happen. One thing, like there are lots of tools also available in the market like GRC tools that can also help to maintain the compliance in timely manner. Like that tool will track some part on behalf of the customer what compliance they require, that can collect the evidence also automatically and then can shoot the report. So this tool can also help customer to maintain all sorts of compliance.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. And now that I think you are a seasoned person, you're a seasoned cybersecurity expert, and you have been in the industry, and you have also have several certifications from CISM, CISA, CISM, CR, ISC, and all of that. So I just want to know, how would you rate the evolution of cybersecurity over the last course of probably 10 years, especially in the financial sector? Because cyber attacks are being rampant, do you think the industry is prepared, or do you think it is usually a strategy where attacks happen and then you develop a strategy of defense? Or are we already projecting that this is going to happen and there is more of a preparedness happening?
Yeah, that's a really very tricky question. Like attack pattern is changing every day, and whatever preparation do I have today may not be adequate tomorrow. So
Hmm.
every organization should be very adaptive and very agile to tackle all that type of cyber attacks. So that is not constant thing. Everybody should be dynamic to tackle all that sort of cyber attack. Like, but what we find, like companies more aware about the cyber security, they are taking care of cyber security very much, and they understand the risks of that cyber security, and they are taking measure. So I say they are very proactive. Organization is very proactive. They are trying to mitigate as much as possible, but sometimes due to budget and all the technology issue may not be possible, but I say they are very interested and they are very positive for mitigating all this type of cyber attack and trying to cope up with the latest cyber threat.
Got it. Got it. Got it. So, I think lastly, this is a question about probably next year, because I think we are at the tail end of 2023. 2023 or 2024 is almost there ahead of us, and there's a lot of predictions happening. So, as a seasoned cybersecurity expert and a veteran from a very one of the biggest banks in the world, tell me a little bit about how do you foresee cyber threats evolving in 2024, and how is it going to change? Is the attack surface going to change? What is there for us in store?
It's really difficult to say what type of attack is coming or surface, how they will be changing. But definitely, if we consider last few years, we see lots of change in the attack surface. Like last couple of years, we see lots of ransomware attack. We saw lots of data breach, especially customer data and sensitive data. Uh, we by considering, by reviewing all the data, we think that in 2024 there will be a change in the attack surface also, and especially there will be some more sophisticated attack pattern, which may be happen. But especially we think like a customer data breach or that type of attack will increase a lot. So it's my personal opinion, because everybody interested on data, and we understand the value of data. So
Right.
world is moving on data. So that is the gold things. So that will be, we assume that there will be more attack on data, so data breach can be happen more frequently. That's the one thing. And definitely new, what we cannot assume, what we cannot think even today, that type of attack may be coming. But we cannot really, but we have to prepare all sort of basic hygiene or cyber security hygiene, such that we can really tackle all the upcoming cyber threat and attack.
Right, right, right. Okay, I think because you just touched upon hygiene, just maybe to add to the last question, how important do you feel is employee awareness, especially surrounding, a financial institution? And then how exactly can that particular information be effectively communicated to your customers as well around cybersecurity awareness and training?
This is a very important, awareness and training is the key part. What we know and what we should know is the important thing, right? If we maintain the basic hygiene, if we can know basic things and maintain basic things, it can prevent lots of attack, right? We all have to give the complex password. This is the simple policy or simple awareness, but it can prevent lots of attack. Like if we analyze few attack, that you will find that some area, or some stage in the attack, there is some password breach, all these things. So, and customer two-factor authentication, mostly they follow. Somehow the authentication mechanism has been bypassed or breached, that's why attack happened. So like this authentication can prevent lots of attacks. So that's why we need to have more awareness and training on that area, and that awareness and training can help to boost the cyber security without investing much in that area. Like for investing some technology we need much, but investing on people, giving the awareness, it can make it's a cyber defense against all sorts of attack, and it can really increase the cyber defense and cyber resiliency.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's about it. Anything else that you would like to add?
Thank you. I don't have especially anything to add, but just shows that we need to identify the what are the potential risks, and we have to act on to mitigate that risk. That was the key point for cyber defense. And we, as soon as we can identify the risks, and we are more, will be able to detect the and response onto the particular risk. That's why we can make a cyber safe environment. And as a cyber security, everything is connected. So one breach or one loophole can make devastation to the ecosystem. So everybody should give the importance onto the cyber security. That's all. Thank you.
So mostly it is entirely about being very proactive and identifying and having the awareness about it. Okay, thank you
Right.
so much, Mr. Abdul. It was a great conversation, a very insightful one, if I may. Great to catch you up. Probably we'll meet you in the next interview sometime.